Good Monday morning to AM Eastern PA Weather Authority meteorologist Bobby Marchich, and this is your outlook for March 9th, 2015. And we're going to have some very, very light precipitation moving across the area in the very wee hours of the morning here. This is going to be between 3 and about 6 a.m. here. Most of you, when you wake up early this morning, if you don't get up that early for work, you won't even know what happened in many cases. We're only talking about a 1/100th or a few hundredths of an inch of liquid equivalent that's going to fall here. We're going to go over the NAM high-res future simulator radar, just give you an idea of what we're looking at here. Really not too much. This is it. This is look at 4 a.m. Now the temperatures here at this time are going to be very marginal here. Now this temperature, here's the 32-degree line here, sitting primarily up here like this, okay? So there's an opportunity that a few of the colder spots here that are below 32 might actually have a little bit of light freezing rain and drizzle. Would not last very long, wouldn't amount to much. There are, however, winter weather advisories from the National Weather Service right here in this circled area. And was actually kind of surprising. Wasn't expecting that from them this evening, but I guess it's better to be safe than sorry. There's really not a lot of moisture here of the models here, but this is what we're looking at on the moisture. This is it. That's for temperatures below freezing, and this just happens to be the advisory area that I just circled there. So not a big deal. But just watch out for some slick spots if if you do have some of this form. Temperatures are going to rise pretty rapidly here, and we're going to have temperatures in the mid to upper 40s in these locations that are in the advisories here. So not expecting this to be much of a big deal. There's really only one model that's actually even semi-aggressive with that, and that's the NAM. So not expecting this to be a big deal. You can see here the global model is not very interested in it whatsoever. Just a few, maybe a hundredth of an inch or two. That we're talking about as far as precipitation is concerned, and that moves out. And again, we still have a return flow with high pressure sitting out here in the Atlantic. Still have a return flow around it that's still bringing in the warmer southwesterly winds, and that's going to allow for the temperatures to be again in the upper 40s into the lower 50s down here by Philadelphia. Going a little bit further here, we're going to have a system approaching our area from the southwest. This is going to be bringing you some light rain to the area here, and that's going to be later in the day on Tuesday, and that's going to go through the night on Tuesday and out of here first thing in the morning here on Wednesday. It looks like it's going to be Wednesday is one of those days where it starts off with clouds in the morning and gives way to sun. So we're not dealing with any precipitation yet in the morning, except very early hours, pre-dawn hours in the morning. But this is all rain here. We're not talking about any frozen precipitation. At this point, the freezing line, when this precipitation is in this area here, your freezing lines are well up to the north here. So we're not talking about any frozen precipitation whatsoever from this bit of rain here coming in here Tuesday night. Okay, going a little bit further from this point here, this is the system then slides off the south. High pressure builds in from the north here, and that's going to give us a nice day here for Thursday. And going a little bit further yet, Friday starts off that way. This high pressure is still sitting over the northeast, but we have this system coming in from the south here. We're going to have to pay attention to this because there are some models indicating some wintry implications with this. Originally, it was the GFS that was showing a front-end start of snow and sleet going over to rain, and now the European model has been hinting at that as well, so we'll have to keep an eye on that before. We do think it goes over to rain regardless, but the models are indicating a colder solution with this, at least to start off, where you could get a little bit of some wet flakes and might even get some minor accumulations as you get in the central and northern areas here. We'll have to keep a close eye on this, because this could be one of those things that could produce some quick accumulations before it goes over to rain here. But either way, that moves out of here pretty quickly, and we're looking at improving conditions later on Saturday. But until this will go right into Saturday morning at the very least. Might just diminish the showers in the afternoon. We'll have to keep an eye on that as far as timing is concerned as well, since the models have a little bit of a spread in timing of how quickly it gets in here on Friday. Some have it getting in here already on Friday evening or late afternoon and evening. Some have it waiting to the overnight or first thing Saturday morning and lasting all day Saturday. So there's a couple different scenarios with that as far as timing with this system here, and see how that plays out when we get a little bit closer. And we'll narrow down timing and precipitation type as we get closer. There still, again, might be some wintry implications at the onset if some models are correct. I'm Eastern PA Weather Authority meteorologist Bobby Martrich, and that is your outlook for March 9th, 2015. Have a great Monday.